It's currently, let me show you. As you guys can see, it's almost New York open, and I'm here currently waiting. This is on Nasdaq, as you guys can see. And as for now, I do expect price to, since we are bearish on the day, but since we have just settled this major low and price is actually gonna open in a few minutes, all I believe that price may first manipulate until this fair value gap here, or until this extreme fair value gap. Then after, I'll look for positions to go to the downside. Then as for gold, let me put this right. As for gold, you can see that we're already massively moving to the downside. Yeah, I've actually not been able to participate in this move, but as for now, we can see that we're actually moving to the downside. I think we're going to attack this low, which also is giving us a bearish price action, bearish market structure. So just to keep this forward, let me put this here, then I'll label it as external range liquidity. Yeah, so that is it. And market is opening in, let me keep this up and let's wait. I'm especially now interested in Nasdaq, the fact that we have not yet had that massive move to the downside. So market opens, as you guys can see, it's actually 9:30. You guys can see it here, and yeah, you have tapped into that fair value gap. So it will depend what it gives us on the 5-minute time frame, and yeah, with that, that's what I shall do. I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. And oh, we can see that we are moving out this extreme. We have invalidated this gap right here, as you guys can see. So I can clearly remove this. You guys can see it. Let's tap into that higher time frame fair value gap. So wait and see for that reaction. Then as for gold, you can see that we're still continuing to the downside to actually take out these lows. Yeah. So again, we do have this massive gap. All I expect, we can see that price is definitely moving to the downside. So that gap has been filled. Therefore, I'll be looking for sells on Nasdaq as well. But particularly, let's wait for it. It's still moving to the upside, as you guys can see. Yeah, I don't want to get into this manipulation. Much as think that price is going to actually explode to the upside. But again, you have to sit patiently. Yeah, actually have to sit patiently and wait and see what actually price is going to do. Then after, you actually execute with gold is just actually tanking to the downside, but good enough. We have swept a low. See, we have swept out this low there, here, as you guys can see. So wait and see what gold is actually gonna show us, present to us, because that's how this is actually a downtrend. I'm actually looking for sells. So if sells don't present themselves on this market, I'll actually be out. Then as for Nasdaq, we still have an opportunity to go in for shorts, as you guys can see. So yeah, because this is an hourly gap, you guys can see this is on the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, that is why. So wait and see. We have actually just swept out these lows, and from each and everything I've done, it's like price is actually reversing. And yeah, all you have to do is just be patient, bro, because if price has been choosing to respect like moves to the downside, especially, that's what means price is going to actually react all. Therefore, let me just wait and see. Yeah, once I get an entry, I'll let you guys know. Once I do not, again, it's good for the day. Guys, we are back, and guess what, bro? Like this thing is actually so legit. But anyways, These are the trades are looking, as you guys can see. But actually, I first thought that price is actually gonna move to the downside, so I took this first trade here, which ended up being a loss. Took the second trade, which ended up being a loss. Then until here, it's where I took my entry from. And if you go to the 5 minute, we can actually see that, let me make this a bit bright. You can actually see that how price was moving. We can actually see that. So yeah, took 4 trades. Took 4 trades on the day. The reason I took all this trade here down is because I actually wanted to just like to lock in 2% on the day, and that's on one account. Then as for the other account on gold, that's the trade we are currently in. This is on gold, by the way. You guys can see it there. This is on gold, but if I'm just waiting to see what price is going to do, because I'm actually targeting this optimum trade entry there. That's where I'm having my targets. But just to show you, that is it. That's how we're looking. It's currently 10:30, and that's New York time. Here in Ugandan time, it's currently 5:30. So wait and see how this trade is going to play out. I'm actually waiting out for it. If I do get tagged out, then I guess that will be done for the day. So that's how I'm looking. 2% up on Nasdaq. They on the Nasdaq account. By the way, these accounts are separate. 2% on the Nasdaq account. Then on the gold account. Actually, it was in drawdown last week. I didn't record, but yeah, the gold account was in drawdown. It was actually like in 3% drawdown. Just imagine 3%. But good enough. We are up on Nasdaq. Gold is still playing around. Wait and see. Actually, I may sell this to break even, because bro, this reaction looks very like strong. Yeah, this reaction looks so strong. But no matter the case, let me keep on holding. Wait and see. And if price hits TP, then well and good. But if this kind of closes bearish, I'll actually have to move my stops to break even. All my stops to the next 1 minute key level. But as for Nasdaq, I'm out. Then I don't know why it's not refreshing on my GOAT funded dashboard. It's not refreshing very well. But let me try out and see again. So what's up, guys? Good evening. We're actually having 5 minutes to market open. Let me show you. As you guys can see, it's almost market open, and this is how I'm looking on to see how these charts play out. What I do think, my overall direction, because my checklist is kind of like direction. What is the market choosing to respect? Is it order blocks, fair value gaps, or optimum trade entries? M5 displacement, then execute. This is on gold, as you guys can see. So this is actually my forecast. Price may come to this OTE, move to the outside. This is actually an hourly fair value gap. That means the overall direction, we do have an anticipation direction to the downside, and that is on gold. If I do go on Nasdaq as well, let me go on Nasdaq. You can see that my main bias is shorts on the day, as you guys can see. My anticipation on this is for either price to come back to this fair value gap, play around, then after move to the downside. Once market opens, that's, you can see it is actually 1 minute too. Yeah, so that's what I'm having. Basically, that's what I'm having in mind. So we can wait for market open and actually wait and see what price is choosing to play around with. But with that, I'll keep you guys posted. Oh, and by the way, on the other account, I know like I do cut these clips. As on for the other day, the one I took on Monday, actually it ended up being a loss. So yeah, but market is going to open, and let's keep it in touch. Guys, guess what? So, bro, at times when you focus something, at times it does not come out, but you see this, guys. This is an NQ, as you guys can see, Nasdaq. This is what you anticipated. Price came over here, moved to, if you can pull this up back, I think guys what we anticipated. Price moved into this hourly fair value gap, and I literally took the sales. But before, I had to take on these fast sales, and this was on one account. This was on one account. This trade was on one account. Then this trade was on one account. Then I do have that account whereby it is not looking good at all. It is actually one of those gold accounts I have. It's not looking good at all, and I use it for taking counter trades. Though I know it's hedging and it's not allowed, so I literally stopped. But it is where I have a buy. It is where I have it. This buy position was from another account. So this is one account. This is one account. So yeah, executed on this. As for gold, guys, gold has just been so lagging. This was a break even, then this was a full loss. And if I do come on my Trader Waves dashboard, I can refresh this. As you can see, we can go here to metrics. Account still in drawdown, as you guys can see, even deeper, more drawdown. And if I do come here, you can see that. Let me put this in trades. You can see that. Now let me put this. This is actually today. As you guys can see, this is how we are looking. I'm down 1.2% on the day. This is how everything has been looking like. That is the account whereby I was taking the gold trade, the loss, then one win on Nasdaq. Then, okay, plus some other scalps that I kinda. By the way, I do feel that I trade, but I'm not yet there. I'm still a bit spiraling. As you can see on this other account, I'm up 2% on the day. 7 trades, 7 souls, all of them are souls. Win rate that's the win rate, that is the loss. And yeah, I was only taking souls. These first souls, these ones where I took a loss, then these other souls. So on the other account, I may consider having a re-entry here on the other account, since we do have this fair value gap there. If I tell you what has happened today, you can't even believe it. But I went back, and guess what? This is kind of like the whole situation thing. Actually, what I've learned is that after you're trading, you just move out, just move off the charts. Trust me, just how you have to move off, because I had this massive 4R on the day, and it was all predicted in my direction. And I do have this loss and this loss. Like, what? There's no way I can explain what is this. This is whole of it emotion. So this is again something I should now literally be basing on the fact that this has happened to me. I'm not repeating this again. I am not repeating this again. The moment I do repeat this, something bad should just happen to me, because there is no way I'm doing this. There is no way. What is this? Like, so the main takeaway of today is that after trading, I think it's going to be 3 setups. No, 2. If I do take 1 winner, I chill out for the day. 2 losses maximum. Take a win, move out. Because now, see you guys in the next one. Or even I may end the video here, because likely tomorrow I won't be trading. So tomorrow will be Friday, and I just feel now so like baggaged. So let me just chill out for the day. And yeah, just to put things right, as you can see, basically down the day. These are the mistakes. I was over risking, then trying to snipe a move. Then right now in one trade here, this is the actual trade we are in. One trade was break even, trade 2 was a loss, trade and trade to bottom tick, trade 3 was a fair value gap and 1 hour fair value gap, but this was stopped out. It was this trade here, this one. Then trade 4 was a veg trade. Then this is now number 5. Yeah, this is trade number 5. We'll wait and see how it plays out. By any means, you do get stopped out. I'm moving stop loss to break even. And yeah, so I've actually left that trade to be running. Yeah, but main is the thing is that I have a problem, and the problem has been so like very big. It is that I try to over risk in a trade just to get like everything is right, but there are two things that are ruining my system. One is over risking, another one not having a stable risk to reward. Don't mind the noise, it's the train. But what I'm going to do next week, because next week I'm going to even be starting school, I'm going to be setting risking 1% per trade. And these are trade ideas. My mistakes also here by the way today is that I didn't wait for price on my key level. I didn't wait for it to my key level. If I had waited for my key level, that's the last trade I was actually in, the one you guys have seen, that is currently running. But putting that aside, I have now 2 accounts left. One is remaining with, I believe, 1.3% to get breached, and another one is phase 1. The phase 2 is in deep drawdown. Then the phase 1, it's up like around 1%. That depends on this trade actually. So when I'm back on just to sum this whole video up, I want to say that as I'm beginning next week, I'm actually going to be taking, if I do happen to have 2 losses, I'm out of the market, right? Mark my words by the way. 2 losses, I'm out of the market. 1 win, I'm out of the market. Let it be on Nasdaq or gold. Understand that? Then another thing is to actually wait for price in my key levels, not to my, okay, I may be bullish on the day, then price has to first respect the bullish key level that I've executed, then show a market shift on the 5 minute, then I have to execute. But I'm going to be risking 1% per trade. That is it. So that means, and I'll be having a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. The point of this is that now I realize that I shouldn't be chasing the markets. I should just be more determined, like to double down on what I know and what I have, because I can't just be there chasing the markets each and every time. So this whole time I'm going to be trading like that, especially on Monday when I'm starting school, because today is Friday, it's the last day of the week. And just to emphasize on that, during out the weekend, I believe I'll post this video on Sunday. And yeah, keeping that in mind, now is the time to embark on myself, to fully analyze on myself. Like, I have to get more serious on this. 1 trade, maximum 2 losses, and following my plan, 1 account at a time. This is it. Anyways, ensure that you subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one.